go. Crash and flow.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about text is you can have a whole different tone than the other person.
Right.
You're like, no problem.
Yeah.
Would love to review when you get a chance. Send it over. Looking forward to rectifying the situation. Like, like totally understandable.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You
yeah.
can just talk to them like you're a white person
Right.
above it all.
Sometimes that that water off your back like a duck or whatever the saying is, being able to be that person where it's like, hey, don't bother me.
Yeah.
That is good.
That's the best. That's what I got from jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
Was that.
Really?
Yeah.
What part of jiu-jitsu helped you figure that out?
Even in sometimes a verbal confrontation, I can start going ahead of myself. But after I learned jiu-jitsu, I slowed down. My breathing isn't like everything is so normal in an aggressive situation.
Right, yeah.
That I wasn't definitely not like that.
Mhm.
When things start getting super aggressive,
Yeah.
I feel myself getting calmer and everything slowing down.
That's good.
Yeah. No, it's alhamdulillah. I've had to, unfortunately, because of my mouth, get myself into situations where now I can see everybody's very like at a 9.
Right.
And you're like, interesting.
Yeah.
And then you kind of go from there. And then, people are yelling at you. Like, say that to my face. I'm like,
I love you, brother.
yeah. It's just like, hey, man, I actually didn't mean to say that to you in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to say is your head's too big for your body. And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
No, it's good. While my jiu-jitsu training wasn't long enough, and unfortunately I haven't been able to go back. I've only done it for a couple of years, and I haven't been able to go back because of the move and whatnot. Definitely want to, but I'm gonna have to find a jiu-jitsu place in Milton.
You got to compete.
Yeah.
You got to just stop doing what you're doing. You got to compete.
Well,
It's
I haven't even been rolling, dude.
Yeah, I know, but like, just compete. As soon as you start, go do no-gi.
Yeah.
Your interest is plateaued. Do something new with it.
No, it really hasn't plateaued. It's just I have no time at the moment.
Put a gi on your wife. She's at home. You're in Milton.
Throw in some things. Yeah, I got to do like the Daniel Rosales.
Yeah, get
like
your wife into it.
Yeah.
Who knows? What if she turns out to be better? Like she just gets super into it.
That'd be crazy, dude.
Can that be something?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Once when I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? I'm just gonna get back because I'm doing some conditioning work and things like this, and I was like, all right, let me sign up for local boxing, hit some pads, get into that for a little bit, and then after just go back to the mats again. And then something happened to me last Friday, brother.
I want to talk about what happened to you, but I think you should compete. I don't think you should change the subject. Well, you know what? You get this thing healed up. Tell me about it, and then we compete. What happened last week, bro? What happened?
All right. So I bought a standing desk from Desky.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, if you haven't been listening, Yasin is in like full renovating a new home and fixing things, and there's a lot happening at his house. So like this guy is in full nesting mode,
right?
Like some sort of Amazonian bird. That's all he do.
Trying to do. Honestly, that's all I do. In one day, I could smoke some meat, do some siliconing, put up a shelf, and I'll do that kind of in between. Like everything is happening simultaneously. Anyway, so I bought a standing desk because why not? It'd be good to have a standing desk. And I was thinking of buying one of those Amazon, the walking treadmill.
Okay,
just throw that in there.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I have to transplant my 2 screens from my existing desk to the new desk.
All right.
So I unscrew the base of it that's clamped to my desk, and I'm holding the whole thing because my idea is that I don't want to move the arm. Like it's kind of like in the exact spot that I want it. I just want to move it exactly how it is and put it into the new desk. So I unclamp it and I slide it off the desk, not realizing or forgetting that the mount part of it, which is heavy and hefty because it's holding up like a 30-inch screen, that part is not attached to the arm. The arm just slides in and sits in it. That fell straight down onto my toe.
Danger zone.
And this thing is about 8 pounds.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was the metal, like there's a metal flat part of it.
Yeah.
Literally almost like a blade, but obviously it's dull. It's like a thing. And it landed right where
The point of it?
no. So
Okay.
that like where you're like the transition between skin to nail
Right.
on my big toe.
Yeah.
It fell right there.
Ah.
Right in between. So like if you like if you look at your thumb in between where the skin stops and your nail starts, it's right on that skin part of it.
Stay blessed.
Dude, it landed. I've broken bones.
Yeah.
I've made no noise. I'm in like
Mm.
right,
Right. Like a man.
no
right?
noises.
Like childhood trauma. That stays inside.
Yes,
That's for
bottled
me
up.
when I'm taking poops.
And I don't like making noises. The more angry I get, the quieter I get, right?
Right.
The more painful something gets, the quieter I get. I
Yeah.
do the opposite to what I sometimes grew up with.
And then what happened this time? You started singing. You started becoming Nina Simone. You're like, cinnamon.
Bro,
Where you gonna run to? No? Okay. Sorry.
I yelled out, dude. Still holding on to the screen/arm situation.
Ah.
But dude, it fell, landed on my toe, bounced off, landed again, and then clattered to the ground.
Oh my God.
Right. And so then I hand off the screen arm situation to Medea, and I just kind of limp away and sit on the ground. I take off my sock,
Yeah.
and immediately you can see the blood is like creeping up through the nail bed.
Bro. Podcast number 2 with blood.
Oh, dude.
So you take your sock off. You got a bloody sock.
No. So there's no. Luckily, at this point,
Yeah.
it's not bleeding outwards.
Ah.
It's just filling underneath my nail bed.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. So like it's going right.
Okay.
Now, for whatever reason, I had already read up about what happens when you crush your toe on something. Right.
I could see. You know what? I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You might have read up on that.
Yeah.
Injuries are fun.
And then there was one part of it that I remember reading it, and it made me queasy.
Yeah.
It said that if there's enough blood underneath the nail, a doctor will have to drain it using a needle. So they're gonna have to pass a needle underneath the nail bed, and then just like syringe out the blood. That's how I read it.
Wow.
Right now, here's the deal: when you're dealing with pain that is weird, how much like pain response you get from that versus like a bulging L4 L5 disc, right? Like. It's like when you have a slip disc, it is quite incapacitating, right? But the flavor of pain from the L4 L5 slip that I've had a few times, you've had one too, just recently, compared to this, I don't know who's doing this programming, but this is insane how much this hurts,
dude.
So it's filling up with blood. We do a quick Google. Medea reads, she's like, okay, so if it's more than 20%, they're going to have to relieve pressure, right? And we find out how much pressure, what it is. You got to put a nail.
There's pressure from the blood under your nail bed.
Yeah.
Man, I'm learning so much today.
Now, it's because, so the toe is so small. So when it gets swollen, everyone knows what it feels like to stub your toe, right? It's an oddly, like you can hit your shin, your knee, your elbow, but when you hit your toe, it's something a little different. You're like, whoa, right? The pain response. So like it already felt like almost like it was like really, really tight. The skin around my toe was like super, super tight because it got inflated so quickly. And then on top of that, there's pressure underneath the nail bed, which is also pushing the nail upwards. Anyway, so we find a walking clinic. It was one that was close by in Milton, so we had to go one in Burlington. We get there, we wait for a little while. He lets us in. I mean, the doctor eventually sees us while we're in there, and then after he says, yeah, we're gonna have to, because at this point I was at 50%. Medea kept on being like, it looks like 30. I'm like, this looks like 60. To be honest with you, she's trying to like reassure me. But I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen. So I ask him, so how do you do it, right? Because is it the torture way of like sliding something underneath my nail? Because that sounds horrible, dude. Like there's a reason. He
pulls out a rat. He's like, listen, we have a bucket, we have a rat. You're like, what? You're like, yeah, unfortunately,
this is the best way.
This is where we are now.
He said, actually, we heat up a needle, and then we push the needle through your nail.
You saw him heat up a needle?
Okay, so I said, all right, cool. You do what you need to do.
All right.
But I'm not going to stare at it while you try to drill through my nail.
Right.
Right. I'm
So you
like,
have no idea what happens?
no.
You're
I've-
like, and then the rest of the mystery.
So then he leaves the room.
I took off my pants.
So
and-
I was kind of relieved because he said he can do it right there.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to go to another clinic or have to go to the hospital to get my nail drilled into.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I'm gonna go warm up the needle. So he left the room. He went to his office, I guess, and he went to light up a needle. I don't know what he was doing, how he was lighting it. Like,
Right.
Is it him just holding a needle and a lighter?
Right. Or is it a Benson burner? Is he using like chemistry equipment, or he's
Right.
just out there with a blowtorch
Just-
and a lighter, just like
Yeah.
just looking around with like a crackhead?
What's that dessert? Crème brûlée, like a
Crème
crème
brûlée.
brûlée flame thing. Anyway, he comes back with a hot needle,
Dang.
right? And then he's like, "You ready?" I'm like, "Sure." All right.
How do you get ready?
I
Right?
I put my foot back. I lean all the way back.
Yeah.
And then he starts tapping through the nail. Now you want to see it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, here we
Dude,
go.
you've had a video this whole time? I've been wasting time using my imagination.
All right, hold on. Let me just see what's going on here.
Who recorded it, Medea?
Medea, yeah.
Nice. Awesome. I'm glad somebody was paying attention instead of thinking about their nail. What race is the doctor?
I don't know. But
Ah.
perhaps Persian,
Okay.
Arab of some sort.
All right, that adds some context.
Okay, hold on. Let me just pull this back.
Where did you
What
study?
is the Arab thing instead of a...
UBC.
cool.
So he's like drilling through. He's doing like little semicircles.
Oh, that's a thick needle, bro. That is a thick needle.
Yeah, I was there last weekend.
That's as thick of a needle. It's a drilling needle,
What are
for
you
God's
doing when you're
sakes.
there?
Hiking.
Oh, my gosh. You have another one?
Yeah, hold on.
Hilarious. It's like that old, we're just gonna screw it around until
Yeah.
the friction goes down,
That's it. And then here's
Through
he
your
wiping
nail.
it. Yeah, through the nail.
and then they suck the liquid out.
No. It kind of like just relieves pressure and it pushes up.
Oh, right.
And then he just wipes it.
right, the blood itself is all he's trying to get out.
And then after he wipes it a bit, he goes back with a needle and he runs it through again.
Did they do any local anesthetic or anything?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
So interesting. How much did it hurt?
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
Going through the nail,
Mm.
no pain whatsoever.
So strange.
No pain whatsoever.
Oh my gosh.
When the nurse came to band-aid me,
Right.
right? And she had to move my toe around to like get it wrapped around.
Yeah.
That's what hurt.
What race was she? No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
Yeah.
But that's wild, dude. That is a nice that image of
It's
him
going
just doing this.
through.
Just like get down. That's heavy. That's
He's talking about when he did. Yeah, he went to university at UBC,
Mm.
so he's from British Columbia, right? He's like, I was just there last week. Okay, so he didn't have that. Like, he didn't have the best bedside manner, in a sense, because you're just trying to break the ice a little bit, and his answers were very one worded. But it's not like he was being rude. He just did, this is not him. He don't talk.
it.
And at the end of the day, he did a great job drilling through the nail.
There's some things you got to like do a lot of talking and ask a lot of questions. Like, this is how I'm feeling. But it's like I came in there with some blunt force trauma. He's like, we're gonna just talk to this toe. We're just gonna.
Yeah. So I'm totally okay with
Yeah.
with the level of whatever.
Hot needle through the toe.
You want to see what it looks like now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Oh, that's cool. It's like a dead toe. Dang.
Right? It's like it's super inflated too.
Yeah.
Like that roundness on the thing, and I can feel that it's not attached to anything anymore. So this is gonna fall out.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna fall out. I
That-
can feel, like this transition period
Yeah.
piece over here. I can feel that the nail
Yeah.
is not attached to. See, like my my regular toe. Like this, there's no gap.
Such a big difference. Oh my God! It's like the Zerg has taken over your right toe.
So like, this is broken. So like whatever is growing the nail that push out this way. over
Bro,
here-
you're gonna have zombie toe, dude. You're gonna have your daddy's toe. You got old man toe now. That's you. Rest of you can work out with Patrick, whatever you want to do. You got dead toe. Patrick can't help you with nothing. Dead toe, Yasin.
Yeah, man, it's rough out here.
You're lucky we're not in middle school. This would be a whole personality for a year and a half.
Yeah.
That dead toe Yasin? Bizarro Yasin toe?
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Rough.
I know you like toes too. This is fucked up. This is messed up. You
I don't like my own. I mean, I'm okay
you
with
can't.
mine.
You won't even,
Yeah.
you know.
But
You're gonna go into Juma Namaz. People are gonna be looking down,
Yeah.
just thinking about your toe. And
I made
sujood.
sure I wore
Nah, bro, come on.
I wore socks today.
Let that freak toe fly, baby. Let him know. Yep.
Bro, it's weird when I touch it, I can feel that nail is not attached to whatever it's normally attached to.
Yeah, man, that toe was unhinged. That toe was gone rogue, bro. That is.
Yeah, so you can see how the whole thing is filled with blood.
Yeah, that thing is.
So-
That's like a balloon, but filled with
Like dry
dead toe
blood.
fluid and a nail. It's
Yeah,
gonna come out like just
rough.
fall off like a
Yeah.
cocooning horror story, bro. Like it's gonna be like some Ouija board shit. Who conjured this thing the day that pops off?
I know, dude. When it comes off,
It's gonna be
like
big.
there's gonna be so much like caked blood that needs to be cleaned out and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna get in it.
Rough, dude.
Bro, when my kid's umbilical cord, just leave it on there, right? They just leave 6 inches of the umbilical
I
cord.
thought they cut it out.
So you cut the umbilical cord, but the 6 inches, like this much, they
Yeah.
just leave on there, like this.
Okay.
And then it's supposed to just slowly
Fall off.
dry up
Yeah.
over a matter of weeks. So
What?
Yeah. So you watch this thing go from like yellow and umbilical cord color
Yeah.
to get like darker and then, like almost rot away, like get black.
Wild.
And then one day it just falls off.
you can't just trim it down?
You're not supposed to mess with it at all.
Okay.
That they've specifically told you do not with this. You'll want to at times, do not. It's the best way is just leave it alone and it falls off.
I see.
But it looks a bit like that dying toe you got there. And they look like they go in the same box.
You would categorize both of them
Yeah,
the same way.
in Harry Potter when Tom Riddle is first visited by Dumbledore and Tom Riddle's like the cabinet catches on fire because Dumbledore's like, "What do you got in there?"
Right.
It's your toenail, an umbilical cord, and then Tom Riddle's mom's ashes or whatever. It's an interesting toe. I don't know how
Yeah.
if viewers, I think I've done all I can to describe this toe. At least put it in a category for you.
Yeah, you have an understanding of what
Google
that is.
umbilical cord falling off.
Dry umbilical cord.
It's the same. Who's that guy who was married to Helena Bonham Carter, who makes all the movies?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The guy who makes all the kooky movies.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Shit.
He made the claymation one. That was really dark. Not Ray.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. So yeah,
My toe is a Tim Burton.
Dude, this is Tim Burton would
It's a
get an inspiration. He would see your toe. He's just like, I've got a movie idea. Sit down.
Right.
And then you tell your toe, and then you would ask somebody like, "Shut up! I'm talking to the toe here."
What was crazy is that the next couple days,
Yeah.
you take the bandage off for a little bit before you go take a shower. After the shower, walk around, and then like blood would come out from the hole,
Yeah.
from the nail hole. I had like a nail volcano. I had a blood volcano on my
Yeah.
nail.
Yeah, as you should. As a man put a man, like he's a Neanderthal. I love how the whole process is something
It's
hasn't
so
changed.
manual.
It hasn't changed since 1810.
Yeah, we drill a hole through your nail.
Yeah, that looks full. Let's just make a hole in it.
Mhm.
How do we just heat up a piece of metal and
Just run
make
it
a
through,
hole?
bro.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
heal.
Mhm.
Will he? Maybe.
Yeah, who thought about that? Also, fantastic that it didn't hurt.
Yeah, that hopefully is like how it works for everybody. But maybe you had already had so much trauma with the bazung, like
Yeah.
with it falling
So
on
it was
you,
already and
that you had a dead toe. He's not going to need to tell you your toe's dead, sir. We just have to release the pressure off your dead toe.
Right. That's true.
It would be like, you bring one of those dead whales that's bloated.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, is she going to be okay? Yeah, we're just going to make a hole so the pressure comes down. She'll just be fine. Hopefully just
Right.
swim away.
Yeah,
But,
that is true. Whales do explode.
oh, man, they explode. Yeah.
Dead whales explode, right?
They get, everything does. We just don't get to see it, unlike whales. Like all humans, elephants, rhinos, right? Like,
They explode too.
well, the thing is,
They normally get eaten before they can like become
a lot of it
balloon.
happens underground, but yeah, they get eaten up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Are humans blowing up underneath?
I wouldn't say blowing up, but they must, like, it's.
No, I mean like it would go through like their mouth and their butt.
I think you want to ask. I don't think you can have come out of your butt once you're dead.
No, you can fart. You can fart at. Well, you
Google
know what?
it. Do
That's
dead
that's from
bodies-
Bad Boys. Remember Bad Boys? The first one.
Hold on. This is such man facts. This is when like everything about men This like a woman doesn't do that.
You're right.
She remembers stuff that's irrelevant from way long ago, but she doesn't go like, I saw a movie with Will Smith. Let me tell you how the world works. It's all right. I know Martin was in it too. It's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Do dead human bodies explode?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Fart? Nah, man.
Yes,
see,
and
no,
involuntarily
you only,
fart.
First off, you're a very biased human being to your core. And I know Auntie's listening to this. This is the way your son Googles things, Auntie. He Googles
Wait.
what he wants to Google. You want to Google the thing that everybody wants to know.
Okay. Do corpses human
Explode. It's already on there. It was the first thing on there for some reason.
Okay, so increasing
Yes.
pressure forces the body's fluids and liquefied organs out of every available orifice.
Eyeballs can dislodge.
Be dislodged, and bodies have even known to explode.
Bro, eyeballs get dislodged at how much pressure is in the human body.
Okay, but you would agree that some of these forces and stuff goes out from the orifices that are already in there.
What
right?
I'm saying is maybe you don't realize, university degree, I have a ring and a jacket, that things are tight down there, tighter than you would think.
I mean, you know,
And things coming back up through the mouth, I think that's a long road. You know, it's so long that eyeballs have dislodged and bodies have exploded. So it can't be, it's not the first option to explode or the eyeball.
Right.
You think the body already knows about the butthole and the mouth, right? It's heard of those things.
You know, when it's dead, maybe it just goes through.
It can't. I think
the closest.
I think you do the work on farts more than you think, Yasin.
Decomposition, basically the bacteria in the digestive tract no longer is held back by the immune system. That causes it to start eating the body from inside out. The decomposition produces a lot of gases. As a byproduct, the body inflates and in extreme cases explode.
That was like a CSI episode I saw that a body exploded, and they did a whole CSI thing on who exploded it, and then they were like, "This just happens sometimes."
Miami or the
I don't
original?
remember. It was so long ago.
If it was a really long time ago,
I
then-
think it was Grisham because
Grisham?
there was insects involved. That guy loved the insects.
Dude, I freaking loved that first CSI series.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
Right.
I wanted to become a forensic scientist
Dexter and this guy
because
yeah.
I thought,
right.
you know, if you became a forensic scientist, and this was during the time where I had to figure out what I wanted to do in university.
Mm-hmm.
So CSI was big back then.
Mm.
But then you had to do biology, physics, and chemistry.
That would
Rough.
stop you.
Whereas like engineering, I could not do
Legos,
biology.
just Legos.
Yeah, so I just had to do physics and chem. Bio was I think I'd do well in bio now,
Right.
but I don't know. The teenage version of me
I
was
tr-
not good
trust
in
me.
bio.
The way I was scared of corporate taxation accounting,
Mhm.
I would avoid that. I would change my whole life around to avoid corporate tax. And yeah, I get it. If somebody's like, I didn't.
That's
wanna do that.
oddly specific, dude. What did corporate tax do to you?
It's just super hard. I took it, and I was in this mode. If I'm getting a B, I would drop off and take it in summer school. So I got
This is in college, though, right?
college, right? So I got all A's other than 2 courses. One of these, I took both of them summer school because there's less to focus on. Dude, I'm still not getting a B. I was like, damn, I already did half this course last time.
Damn.
It was so hard. I did it again, still couldn't get it. I mean, it took my grade, but
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I can't be around this stuff. It's just,
I can't be around it.
you know what the worst part is? Same teacher every time who didn't know what the hell I was doing. Because I would get to a certain point and would drop off right before it would count on my transcript.
Right.
And he just look at me with this crazy eyeball, like, what are you doing back here?
Damn, dude.
I'm like, trying to get a B. I don't know how else to do it, bro.
I'm trying.
I hit reset before I die, so I didn't die. I'm playing Mario.
Fair enough. I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yep. Yeah, no. For me, my worst course was customer service. Damn it. Computer science, actually.
Whoa.
Hated computer science. Hated programming.
Dang.
And so I had a first attempt at it,
Mm-hmm.
and by that time, I understood what how hard engineering was.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be a student that does 85
Yeah.
in like dynamics, physics, fluid mechanics,
Right.
and that same student can also do 40
Oof.
in something else. Like sometimes it's just not. It doesn't jive with the way how your brain works, or you're just not learning it properly. Maybe you just have. Also, even in university, there's limited ways for you to you don't know how many ways there are to attack a problem. You only really attack learning one or two ways. Either you learned it, you apply what you did in high school, which generally doesn't work, or whatever modular thing that you're doing that's just getting you by, right? And so once when I got into the 80s, I was like, I'm okay with myself knowing that I'm going to get a 40. I did the programming exam back then, written. The whole class, you do it in front of a computer. And then when it's time for the exam, it's long legal size paper, and you're just writing out code.
Wow, you wrote out code?
That's the way how it was. And that wasn't even that long ago, dude.
It's so crazy because if you show somebody that, they must have been like, he must be a genius. You're like, I'm failing. I barely...
Yeah.
They're like, he wrote out code. And I mean wrote out code.
And then I remember I went up to the professor and I gave him my exam and I said, I'll see you in the summer.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm passing this.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I did it again and I got like 70 something.
I wish you were like, aced it. And it's like, this guy's a dumbass. I'm going to see him in the summer.
Yeah. I'll see you in the summer. And
Good line.
That was it.
I'll see you in the summer.
I was going to take summer courses anyway. Like I normally take an elective.
Yeah. Dude, I would take elective, but the ones I would take an elective from next semester that is either hard so I can get out of the way, or take two easy ones so I have a very light workload.
Yeah.
And that was like a great move.
Yeah.
Great. I took World War II. Anytime I get a chance to use World War II or history as an elective.
Really?
Oh my God. Such a big fan of history and World War II.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, they were characters, right? There's good guys and bad guys and mass evil.
Yeah.
And Hawaii. And, like, it was crazy. Like, we're going to go attack a military base in Hawaii. Much later, 2 atom bombs on civilian cities. Like, it's crazy. The starting and the ending.
Right.
The starting's obviously before Pearl Harbor, but, like, not in the American school there isn't.
Right.
They're
they don't talk about that, huh?
It's minimal, right? World War II for America started, when Pearl Harbor really started. And they talk about everything else as world news, kind of. Like, it doesn't seem like it's... But when Pearl Harbor happened, they're like...
Okay.
And then, you know what the crazy thing is? There was a U.S. military guy who was, like, manning a radar in Hawaii at the time, and he saw the planes coming in, and he could have warned everybody. And he just thought it was like friendlies or he just didn't report it to anybody.
Damn.
And yeah. So I recently started reading a book by Luis Elizondo. He works for the government, and now the government has this committee to find UAPs, like UFOs and stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole first part of his epilogue is, these were the moments that somebody messed up and didn't report something up the command, and then a war happened. Like, they took all and it was like, I'm like, this guy's so smart, because he picks up all these situations where America or somebody was attacked and somebody could have, and he goes, let me tell you about UFOs, where, like, they happen all the time, but it doesn't get reported up the chain of command. It only goes here. Such a smart way to get people on your side.
Right. Yeah.
But
that's cool.
That's World War II, man.
Does he talk about the Mexican UAP? Where like they were in the hospital and they had to burn down the hospital.
He only talks about everything of why the U.S. has reported the UFOs this way, and how many sightings there have been by NORAD, and where they're reporting things. Stuff. It's a very technical. There's nothing at all even speculating on where things come from or this alien encounter. It's all about like what's military interactions with these things.
Interesting.
So it's very like dry.
Yeah.
But super duper, like, very convincing. And apparently the number of times the U.S. military alone sees these things on radars and stuff, it's apparently in the hundreds every year.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just you can't catch up to it to figure out what, but it's on radars.
Right. And then some of them, maybe if they investigated deeper, it would be something where it's not like it's alien. It could have been like it's like foreign tech. China, that type of thing.
Yes.
And then some other ones would be like, hey, listen, we went as far as we can, and this doesn't make any sense.
If it's the in this book, it's like if it's Russia or China, whatever their capability is unusually high. It's taken leaps and bounds of jumps from what we know, and they don't. And that could be a thing. Is like maybe somebody has figured out some next level drone technology, but this thing on video can go above water the same speed as underwater,
Mm.
and that just seems to be wild because then you would be bending the space around,
Yeah, you're bending space around the
yeah,
water.
around the object.
Yeah.
And if they figure that out, then like that's pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
So yeah, the coolest one was it's on a military camera where there's a big oil rig, which you've seen Armageddon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're on an oil rig, it's playing golf. It's like it's like holds hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And
It's a city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a city.
Yeah.
And there's one at night, and they started calling UFOs UAPs because they're not flying always. A lot of times they're underwater. In fact, they're more underwater than above water.
Mm-hmm.
And you see one go under the water beside it.
Mm-hmm.
And because of this army technology, it's going 400 knots per hour,
Mm-hmm.
and it's as big as the rig. And you're like, that's interesting.
The object they were looking at is going under the water, and it's an
It's the
comparable size of
yeah.
the rig itself.
Yeah, the itself was, they're like, it's as big as the rig. And it was like,
That is wild.
so he had to come before Congress in front of like Rubio and a bunch of these guys to convince, and he's like, this is what we have, but we have. So he's trying to pose it as like, we, for our own safety, need to know what
are
we're
these?
dealing with.
Yeah.
This is so yeah, it was a very interesting way to get very old school, conservative, logical, but military people on your side, and yeah, very interesting.
Is there a YouTube video by this guy too? Does he do any talking?
Yeah, Luis Elizondo. He's on a bunch of everything he releases is very slow to get out because he has to get it approved by the Pentagon because he still works for the Pentagon.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So he cannot step out of line to like he's been on podcasts and like he comes to a
Wait,
line.
is that the guy with the wavy hair kind of thing? The guy who's doing a lot of interrogations and stuff? Hold on, let me pull up.
Yeah, pull up the wavy. I will pull up Luis Elizondo and you'll know if
Yeah.
it's him. So Luis and then Alisando with an E, ELI. Yeah, this mofo.
Oh no.
This looks like a normal guy. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the guy, huh?
Yeah.
Former U.S. Army counterintelligence specialist agent and former employee of the Office under the Security of Defense for Intelligence.
Lots
So
of
he's got some.
Well, the interesting thing is like most of his career wasn't around UFOs, and then they put him on a UFO case, and then he seemed to just lose his mind as he gets into it. He's like, he wasn't into this stuff at all, and he
Right.
was like, "We're not reporting this up," and that's where he seemed to get very
That's cool. All right, I'll check it out.
yeah.
I think
yeah.
I need a break from whatever reality I'm in right now and start
I don't even
going down this one.
Yeah, I stopped listening to podcasts. I don't know why. I just wasn't.
I'm done with them too.
Yeah, but every now and then I'll be like, this is the exact right flavor that almost everything, all podcasts are annoying now. But every now and then I was just like, former Pentagon
Right.
alien guy,
Yeah.
and then his
Then
book
I'll
is
jump in. Yeah.
free on Spotify. So you put it at 1.5.
To be honest with you, I feel like I'm regressing back to the podcast that I really, really love is remember Serial Baby? That Serial
Adnan.
that Serial the podcast entitled Serial, that first season. There still might not be anything as good as.
Are you listening to it again?
I've done it. I've actually listened to it again.
Yeah.
But not recently.
Just so you know, like he got out.
Yeah, you got it.
I love the Instagram reels of him like helping his mom with the phone. He's like, you gotta, you're gonna be tech support for your mom if you're not in prison.
Oh yeah, does he have an Instagram account?
I've seen a bunch of reels. I'm sure he doesn't.
Okay.
He's probably
Yeah.
trying to keep it low.
I was following his lawyer
His
for a bit.
Instagram would blow up. He
It really
would have
would.
a huge Instagram following.
Yeah, it's crazy. He was in jail for a long time,
Bro.
and
You
it's
ever-
still kind of a mystery. I think Jay did it, or Jay had something to do with it for sure.
you know what? Jay sounds like somebody that would.
A dude, he was shady as frick. His story changed multiple times.
Yeah, she should be in jail.
He.
Hmm?
Did you say she's gonna?
No,
be?
I said he.
Yeah. I wonder if we need a follow up. We also need another one. There's a. Did you watch that Netflix? We'll finish off soon. The Netflix thing, How to Something a Murder. It's like this short white dude.
No.
Who is accused of a murder, and his family is like they essentially take care of a junkyard.
Whoa.
And
That's crazy, dog.
I
I have
forgot
a feeling
what
I know where that goes.
yeah,
Because if I took care of a junkyard and I needed to put stuff away, I think people just bring me things to put away. Can
Right?
you hide this? Do you have a car compactor?
let me see if I can get into Instagram over here.
You got stuff. You got
Yeah,
reels?
I got a couple things over here. Let me just.
If you don't got a dead corpse exploding, then don't even talk to me.
Okay, are you rapping?
No.
Man, I'm mentally tired. But we keep going. We keep going. I gotta find that brown dude to stand up. I think you might like him. Movies and anime podcast. I got some silly ones, I think. Yeah, I want something fun. Okay, let's see. Okay, we already got that one. All right, bro. Let's see. Have you seen this guy with his Kevin Hart impression?
No, but I feel like Kevin would be somebody you can impersonate.
All right, let's go. All right, hold on. Let me just click it again so we can hear.
Get a gym membership as Kevin Hart. Let's do it.
Thank you for calling O2 Fitness. Press 1 for new members.
Calling O2 Fitness Racing Drive. This is Ebony. How may I direct your call?
I was actually hoping to talk to someone about a gym membership.
You can talk to me about a gym membership.
Okay, Ebony, this is Kevin Hart. I'm in town for the weekend. I was actually thinking about getting a gym membership, just something short term. I don't need nothing long, maybe like 2 or 3 days. I'm only in town for a few days, so I'm actually gonna fly out soon. So I was actually thinking, do you guys do celebrity discounts?
Celebrity discount?
Yes, ma'am. Come on, Ebony, it's Kevin Hart. Me and you, I know you already feel the vibe.
Oh my gosh, is this Kevin Hart for real?
This is actually Kevin Hart. I wouldn't lie about that. Swear to
Oh
God.
my gosh, this is Kevin Hart.
It is Kevin Hart. How you doing?
It's him. Oh my God.
It is. How you doing?
Dude, he's so good.
I love, swear to God, I love it. I appreciate it. Give me your name one more time.
My name is Ebony, and my boss's name is Dreamer. We're both going to be here in the morning. I got to be here at 3:30 in the morning.
Ebony, thank you so much.
No problem.
And tell Dreamer, right?
Yeah, her name's Dreamer.
Dreamer, first of all, y'all have some beautiful names. That's really beautiful. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow morning. Maybe we can all go get some lunch with the staff and the crew if you guys aren't busy.
Bro.
That's so funny, man.
First of all, impeccable impression.
So good that he had confidence dripping all over him. He's like, it's Kevin Hart. And she's like, it is Kevin Hart. I can't believe. Normally someone goes, it's Tom Cruise. You're like, is it though? Is it?
Yeah.
He's so good. You're like, it is. Oh, it's totally you.
Right. Yeah. Who else could have it been?
Dude.
And they're going to be so disappointed.
I hope he calls them like, hey, that wasn't Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And you're like, are you sure? Like, yeah, it wasn't. See, look, it was
Yeah.
me just doing it. And
Yeah, I'm hoping that because like those ladies,
they're showing up wearing their
best
nails.
clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it is. All right. So that was that one. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
This one's a little too epic for it right now. And here, why don't we do this one?
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. And I need you.
Hold on.
You
What we saw is this a horse coming down, right?
Right.
If you're on a two-wheeled vehicle on the other side,
Right.
I'd pull over. I wouldn't just be like, his horse is gonna know the right of way. He's gonna stay on the right. I stay on the left. Right? I imagine horses follow no road rules.
Right. This is his road now.
No.
And you're just gonna have to like make way for him. True.
It's so funny that the guy's like, I'm just gonna keep going straight, and hopefully he'll keep going straight. You're like, can you play this?
Walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound.
I didn't know horses chest bumped.
Making my way downtown,
Bro, but it does seem like he was going straight for a little bit, right?
Oh, you know what it is? This so look. As this horse is going, let the horse go.
Okay.
And I need you.
This is Asia. There's a bush, everything on the left top
Oh,
side.
yeah,
the bush
that's the
ends
only
right here.
opening. Yeah.
And then this guy's timing is impeccable.
Yeah, and this horse is like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm turning right. This
I'm
is
turning
where I
right.
go.
I know. I'm a horse.
You know, like
You know?
like you're right. If I was that guy, I was like, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. He didn't seem to take it badly at all. He's like, yeah, that's probably the easiest I could have gotten off.
Yeah, you could have got kicked
My
in the
dumb
head,
ass should
bro.
have pulled over a second ago. And
Then just wait for the horse to make a call.
yeah, pull on my phone, get behind a bush.
You know, it'd be funny though if he does pull over and stop, and then the horse still decides.
Just, yeah, and then it's about you.
Yeah.
This last master looked like you.
Anyway, on that's been episode 459 of Crash and Flow. Thank you for listening. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.